Hey, I've been wanting to do this for some time. It's been in my mind, and I didn't know how I wanted to do it or when I should, but I'm laying out here in nature. Hopefully you can hear the birds and the crickets. I'm laying in the grass and it's completely filled with dew and sparkling, like little droplets of rainbows, like little diamonds. I've been wanting to talk about a few things for a while now, and I think I have found a way to merge them together. First, I know that I recently spoke about exiting the parasitic structure, how to reclaim your sovereignty, your power and sovereignty, and that has been a huge subject lately. I even provided sound healing light language to clear away distortions, distorted energy, and to help one come back into alignment with their true nature, their sovereignty, and reclaiming their power, clearing away any energy that has to do with ancestral karma, clearing for your lineage, ancestral clearing, and even your own past karma, things like that, right? Another thing is that months ago, I want to say maybe in December or January, it was when I came back. I hadn't been making YouTube videos for a while, and I made a brief video to let you guys know about some blog posts that I had written, and how there's just certain topics, spiritual themes, and certain themes of healing and going on, and a lot has to do with time shifts, multi-dimensional realities, time hopping, right? And then I don't think I spoke about this yet, but I've been speaking about it with some queens, my soul sisters, and we've been discussing it. I'm gonna switch hands. My other arm is hurting. We've been discussing, like when we chat and stuff, and boy, I would love to get these conversations recorded, because it would be great audio for my podcast that I am wanting to put together, that I keep telling you guys about. We've been chatting about darkness. There's a whole lot of things we talk about, but and I will get into that in more detail in other videos, but I would really love for that to be a large part of content in my podcast that I will be putting together. But let me talk about this darkness that we have been experiencing. And so let me rewind time a little bit. Last year I posted a video about clearing parasitic energy on sexual manipulation, pedophilia, things of this nature, which all goes back to parasitic energy, parasites, perverting truth, and siphoning, draining someone's life force, purposefully having manipulated a truth and manipulated someone's power, you know, especially when this has to do with sex and abusing someone sexually, forcing yourself upon someone sexually. This is a form of parasitic energy, which I'll talk about that more eventually. I made this video, and this was last June. Wow, almost a whole year later, whole year ago, because it is now May 20-something. It's Memorial Day in the US, so we're like at the end of May. So my partner and I, once we found one another, reunited, and the purging and integration process began. It was very fast, and nothing we could really do to stop it. And it's not really like we wanted to stop it, although sometimes it can get so intense that you wish you had a break. But during this process, you know, trauma came up for both of us, you know, healing traumas, and therefore some were sexual traumas. And so for over a year we were healing and purging and integrating things. And then last May, June, we did a journey with a plant medicine to clear ourselves, to do, you know, just like any other sacred ceremony, you know, shamanic, indigenous style, with a plant medicine that I will not name here. We were fully aware. It really, we had already so much memory and puzzle pieces to why certain things were occurring, or why certain things did occur in our lives, or within our family, or karmic patterns within the family, and the sexual trauma that we had experienced. But during that plant medicine journey, it was like, I mean, it was like a gigantic searchlight had just been poured right over everything. Everything was just bare naked there, all the information, the knowing, and we realized why we were experiencing things with a particular person, and it's connected to like this, to an energetic being in non-physical form. And so once this became revealed to us, I guess you could say, we were just like, whoa, you know. And me and him both could see the form of this energetic being. You know, I could see it, our eyes are closed, I could see it, and I was like speaking in light language to this energetic being, you know, telling it that it needed to leave. It had no authority, at least no authority anymore, to be near us. And, you know, I don't know, a lot of things were coming out. Sometimes I have no words for the light language that comes out, and quite a few different dialects of light language that come through me. But in essence, we were letting you know that we are now fully conscious, we're fully aware. You know, there is no more of this veil, there is no ignorance, you know, there's no darkness. We now fully know. And since then, anything that resembles this form, whenever I see it in nature, I would get angry. I did not have much patience for this creature that I would see within nature, because it is something that, you know, any of us see at any time. You know, if you go into the woods or outside in the grass, and at this point in time, I'm not going to name what this being, the form it looked like. Maybe in the future I will. So anyways, yeah, after that I did not really have patience anytime I saw this form, because immediately I associated it with this dark being that I had seen, that I know is connected to this parasitic, manipulative, deceitful, perverted energy. And as I kept pondering this energy, okay, I kept pondering this because it really, really bothered me. And it's connected, at least in our case, with what we were noticing, this form, this energetic being was connected to a woman, a female energy, female. And so it really made me reflect and ponder on the woman, the feminine. And then I looked deeper, and it made me ponder on our power, the power of the woman, the power of the feminine. And our power is beautiful and amazing. And you just can't compare it, the power that women have. But on the other hand, not all women use their power in a way that serves good, serves the higher good, serves the highest good, that is used in a righteous way, if you would like to say it. You know, I like to use that word a lot, but hopefully that doesn't offend anyone, because I don't want someone to immediately associate the word righteous with religious. When I say righteous, I speak of a path, a choice of life, a lifestyle choice, where you choose light, you choose it is a path that is not followed by many because of ego and human desires. Humans in general, we are very attached to desires. The carnal desires, whether that be to habits, to drugs, to foods, to people, to sex, any kind of craving, human craving. So some do find it hard to go beyond, this superficial layer of the human experience. So when I say righteous, I mean being able to go beyond, the unconscious, to go beyond and make choices with mindfulness, with consciousness, choices from love, not using and wielding your power for selfish reasons, for selfish gain, or for harm, to harm another, to harm others, or to only benefit yourselves and harm others in the process. We have great power. And hey, we have free will, so it can be used in any way that a human chooses, right? And as with the laws of the universe, as you sow, you shall reap. So, I mean, of course, you can do whatever you'd like. And then, you will reap your rewards, whether that is something pleasant or unpleasant. I had no idea that all this would come out right now. I didn't think I would really get into all that. But anywho, so the power of the woman. Not all women have used their power in a righteous way. And that is really what I'm going to be delving into. I believe delving into a lot in my podcast. There's going to be so much in my podcast, but this, our power, and not just about it being abused, but how it is being used righteously, in a good way, righteously, with consciousness. And that is what we are returning to. That is why there is this shift on the planet. That is why you see so many female incarnate souls as leaders right now, as spiritual leaders. Nonetheless, can you believe it? Usually it's always men, right? In the patriarchal society and setup that we've been experiencing on this planet, in this reality that's been created. Women in the past have had their power and voice muted and oppressed, repressed. But now in this era, we are here stepping up, unafraid. And it's not to get even. It is not to, this is not like the feminist movement. It's not like we want to get even with anyone. And this is about bringing back harmony, about standing in our power, recognizing our power and standing in it, and using it in a righteous manner to help humanity awaken and bring our brothers, our kings, back into their place, and them claiming their power so that we can stand together in union. Yes.